What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another interesting video. This one is honestly not surprising. I kind of figured this was going to happen at some point, but Ilham Omar, someone who's under investigation for frauding her constituents as well as people in California with her little fake wine business that her and her husband were running, that you weren't able to purchase any kind of wine, but somehow, some way, that company was making millions of dollars for her and her husband, which is kind of crazy, right? But apparently, Hasan tried to paint her as the victim of hate and bigotry and all this other kind of stuff because she's Somalian and she comes from Somalia and all this other kind of bullshit. Which is funny because she's one of the few, I can't even say few, but she is a Muslim who literally said that she is there for Muslim and other Somalis, not white Americans, which is proof of why she should not be in her position at all. But yeah, let's listen to this. Let's see what they have to say.
The most commonly
Oh God.
is
No.
this one.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel
These two
and the
are
United
evil.
States.
Have you ever seen? I'm sure you're familiar with this. You've heard this.
I've seen the video, yeah.
You've seen the video. Okay.
Yeah, at his rallies.
Yes.
But was that the Lion King sound at the end?
No,
of
it's a
that?
Dune.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lisan Al Gaib sound.
Okay.
So I feel like this was a major.
The fact that this lady who frauded probably millions and probably even more from taxpayers of the United States is on Hasan Piker's stream with Hasan in his house is even more proof why this lady should be deported from the United States. She got married to her brother. She also had a child with her brother. That's incest. She went against incest laws, but she also frauded the United States government, lying about who he was to get him into the United States. So that's also, against the law and illegal. Because if anyone else would have done it, that person would have been deported, and also the other person would have been arrested for fraud. Funny that she didn't.
Fake controversy, manufactured outrage that took place many years ago.
Yeah.
When Donald Trump would go on rallies and say that,
Yeah.
and basically put your face up on the Megatron, on the big televisions.
Yeah.
Basically putting
And
a
they
bounty out on your head.
they chant like send her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Put a bounty on her head. No one put a bounty on her head at all. People have been demanding that she get sent back to Somalia because she sits there and says she's for Somalia, for Somalians. Then she should be in Somalia helping them out, build up their type of government and build up their life there, not try to import a whole bunch of people here that are now frauding the United States. And you can't sit there, they're not, because several families, whole families of Somalians have been hit with multi-million-dollar lawsuits and have lost. People can go, oh, well, that's because the United States government's racist. They don't like Somalians or black people. That's not fucking true. Not true at all.
have received a tremendous amount of racial animus, racial vitriol come your direction, and
Well, she's racist.
yet you were very resilient. You were very steadfast in your approach. It's one of the reasons why we love you and appreciate what you've done. Do you like? How do you feel now that this is the official majority position, not only in the base of the party, but just like the majority position in the United States of America? Did you ever think that we would get here?
No, I didn't think we would get here. And I don't know if I feel
You've had whole speeches speaking in Somalian. So it's like you shouldn't be here, and you're amazed that we got to this point when there's like you, Rashida Tlaib, AOC, and all these other people who are part of the squad who literally have anti-America rhetoric. You have anti-Israel rhetoric, anti-Jew rhetoric, like literally like anti-Jewish rhetoric, which is also fucking ridiculous because you are a state representative who have constituents of all color, race, and gender. So the fact of the matter is that you're going to single out certain groups because you don't like their political beliefs or views shows why you cannot and or should not be doing the job, because you are incapable of being impartial.
Confident that we will stay here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to be
And I
deported.
say that because I don't know if you remember
You need to be deported. Your husband needs to be arrested and put in prison.
in the 2020 presidential election, you had all of these people that pulled out of going to the APAC conference.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
I think so.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, why am I not surprised that Hasan put on one of the biggest freaking fraudsters to date on his thing? Let's see the comments. Hasan Piker is a jihadist. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Let's see here. Saeed Bar was a genocidal Islamic communist dictator who murdered up to 200,000 Yazidi civilians in Somalia. Ilhan Omar's father, Nur Omar Muhammad, was a colonial underbearer for decades. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense on why her rhetoric is the way it is. There's Rashida Tlaib, an evil human being.
Now it's time to escalate.
We must always continue to agitate.
But we have and we will continue to
People are evil.
globalize the Intifada. Look at this rooms, motherfuckers! We ain't going anywhere!
Now it's time to escalate.
These people are not peaceful. These people are evil and vile and need to get kicked out. They really do. They really do. That's good. Yep, nope. But yeah, like just ridiculous. Like the way these people think that they're totally justified and on moral high ground when they're not. They're really not. Like I love these comments. The AI generation putting that on. That's freaking great. But yeah, you should be kicked out of this country. They're evil, vile, horrible human beings, and they do not care about United States citizens or taxpayers. They really don't. And I'm talking about the whole of the United States, every single person, every single legitimately born and legal citizen. And what I mean by legal citizen is people who came here legally, following the law, getting their green cards. Okay? Those people are being ignored by people like her and him because they are totally okay with bringing illegal immigrants into this country and then giving every bit of free stuff that they can to those people, all while there's other immigrants who came here and follow the rules and follow the law and everything the right way, and they're being ignored. And if any one of those people have anything to say against them, they're sitting there calling them the problem, which is ridiculous. So, more hypocrisy, not surprising there, but hopefully this brings to light a lot more, and I'm going to keep doing this forever. Especially until Hasan decides to quit, and then I'm going to find another person to sit there and be like, oh, hey, look, here's more hypocrisy, here's more hypocrisy, here's more hypocrisy. Make sure you guys go check out w.gg, my channel sponsor, and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. Link and all that will be in the comment section down below. It'll be the pinned comment. Hopefully you all enjoyed this. Catch me for the next one. Later.